Hi everyone, I'm Ioannis Philippides, and in this tutorial for Data Popcorn, I'll show you two Power BI tricks that will make your reports more interactive and readable. The first one has to do with dynamically displaying the top 4 products based on user selections, as we can see here. And the second one has to do with grouping all products that are beyond the top 4 in this case into others, as we can see, to simplify the visual, and we're going to see how this compares to the default top 4 products for sales. So for this one, we have the same copy of the sales data. And the first thing we're going to do is to go to modeling, to new parameter, and create a new parameter that we're going to name top end products. The range we're going to choose in this case is going to be 1 to 10. The increment is going to be 1, and the default value that we want is 5. This is creating automatically a slicer and a table with a measure inside. And the next step is going to be to create a new measure in the sales data. So quickly to explain what this is actually doing, we have 3 variables, as you can see here. The first one is just picking the selection from the slicer that the end user is choosing. And in case this is not happening, the default is going to be 5, top 5. The second variable, the top end table, is basically ranking the products based on their sales. And then it filters only the top end products based on the slicer value. And the last variable is calculating, or it's ensuring that the calculation is only based for the top end products. So let's load this measure, and what we're going to need is to load the product and the sales in a table. And this is adjusting now. You could see that the default value was 5, and this is adjusting accordingly. So far, so good. So let's move to the second, so to speak, trick. This time we need to create a calculated column. Again, the sales data, we go to new column, and we're gonna create in there this column there. That's basically the first part, the first variable. What it's doing is it's ranking each product based on the total sales, which means that the highest selling product gets rank 1, the second rank 2, and so on. And lastly, here in this part, if the product ranks in the top 4, it keeps the name. Otherwise, it's just assigned to it or labeled others. So let's load also this one. And what I'm gonna do here is basically use donut chart. We put in there the product, the top 4 products, sorry, and the sales. And what we see is that as expected, the others is assigned in there. I will quickly copy paste this part here, and I will replace this by the normal product, and I will create the top 4 based on the sales and apply that. What you see here is that the smartphone, on the way we did it's 28%, where the smartphone by the default is the value is 40%. Anyways, we are avoiding to use pie charts or donut charts because they are distorting the proportions, and that's quite obvious here. But I think given that we usually, when we have to use the donut charts or the pie charts, we need 3 to 4 categories maximum. It's quite useful to have the others. Thank you very much. Feel free to connect via GitHub, LinkedIn, or email. Thanks a lot.